Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Takes a step back. Curry wide open. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And Greg, we don't expect the pace to be fast tonight. These teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court.
Now here's Curry. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. That's to Porzingis. Suggs with the steal. And here we go. It's stolen by Green. Fires the three. Carter pulls it in. Here's Orlando now. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. On the topic of Curry, Coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. We'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center. But in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. A three off the inbound. Up again. And Carter with his second chance points.
Well, he's just so strong on the glass. This guy, Carter, has the capability of being a double-double guy.
And the layup is good.
Stephen Curry.
Curry's got 7 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And Suggs throws it down.
Well, look, you can't sleep on Suggs' athleticism because the second you do, he explodes to the rim.
Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
To stand in terms of emerging young stars, Banchero is very high on that list.
Well, he sure is, Kevin, because he can create shots for himself and his teammates. And as we've already seen in his early years, this guy is at his best in the playoffs, and that's a trait you're always looking for.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Suggs. And it goes down 2 points.
Off the bounce, Suggs showing his athleticism.
Pass to Porzingis. The three-pointer, no good. The Magic trailing. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I'd keep going to that until they stop it.
Back to Suggs. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Back to Green. Great defense that time from Banchero. And here is Howard. Banchero outside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Now Banchero. After the missed three from Stephen Curry.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
From deep three-point land, they get it again. Shot clock at 6. From down in the low post, it goes. Curry's got 11.
Timeout.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Nice try. It's all good.
So it's Orlando now. Here's Wagner. And they double up Wagner. It's taken away by Payton. Outside Curry. Again, Curry missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
16.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, Desmond Bane, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Back to you.
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Orlando leading by 4. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
A shot by Podziemski, no good. And it falls over the rim and in. And it's an 8-point Magic lead.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Podziemski. And just miss after miss right now. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic.
First personal foul.
They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Will Richard.
And it's blocked. Out to the wing. Pass to Bassie. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Another miss by Orlando. Warriors trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bucket is good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
On the wing, Bane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
So Stan, I'll ask you, what about Desmond Bane stands out to you the most?
Kevin, I would say what stands out the most is how this guy has improved and added to his offensive game. Came into the league as basically a shooter, but now he has added playmaking and shot creation to his game. He can put the ball on the floor, take it to the basket and finish, or set up his teammates.
And Wagner drives in and finished off by Wagner.
Well, there's Wagner using that size to get a good look on the drive.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Orlando leading by 5. And it's Wagner missing. Now Podziemski. Here he goes. Misses from close range. And they're pushing it up. Right side Bane. From the stripe. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
.130 left in the second quarter. Podziemski's shot is good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bane with the steal. Corner shot. As he pulls it in.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Here's Bane. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bane's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, if you overplay Bane on the perimeter, he can take you inside.
Outside, Payton. Finding the lane.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Wagner. And here's the fast break. Pass to Podziemski. The shot off that time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Orlando out in front, leading by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's Wagner. Count the basket. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Yeah, Bane has really good passing instinct. He can spot those gaps in the defense.
Here's Post. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You know what? You can see there's momentum right now. A nice hustle play there on the glass and the finish.
Here's Wagner. And he banks in the layup. Wagner's got 6 points.
Yeah, Wagner uses his size to muscle through that smothering interior defense.
Pass to Podziemski. Looking to get it going. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic. They lead by 7. And it's Wagner missing.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
So, Stan, you don't see a whole lot of players 6'10" with the perimeter skills of a Franz Wagner.
Oh, you sure don't, Kevin. And not a guy with his size, strength, and skill. And he can create shots for himself. He can finish through contact. And he will also create shots for his teammates.
Substitution on the court.
Poked away. Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Magic leading by 9. Over to the wing. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Hey, Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Back to you, Kevin.
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. Here's Melton. It's tipped.
Well, Suggs is an elite on-ball defender. We don't see a lot of blocks by a guard.
Banchero left side. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Inside. Out to Porzingis. Green, the screen. Second chance shot. Tips it up. And Green is right there. Green's got 5.
Oh, good anticipation by Draymond, crashing the glass right on time to win that second chance look. And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Banchero. And it's Curry with the rebound. Warriors trail by 4. Outside, Green. It's stolen by Banchero.
Hey, come on, yo. Keep moving. Come on, box him out.
Out to Carter. This one for 3. Warriors with the rebound. So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make that.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution for the Warriors. Number 15. Gooey.
Here's Suggs. Drops in the layup for 2. 10 points for him.
Well, that's just the physicality from Suggs, fighting off defenders in close.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Outside, Suggs. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Suggs has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Everything is working for Suggs offensively at the moment. This is a very encouraging sight to see.
Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. From deep. Curry from 3.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
Banchero.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Curry outside. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Magic lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Warriors trailed by 3. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
De Silva, no good. Curry on the drive. Takes it off the glass. Curry's got 24.
Timeout.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. And Coach had a very specific message for his guys. He said, quote, control what we can control. Play our game, and the rest will take care of itself. Solid message, if you ask me.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Can't get it to fall. The Magic with the lead. Outside, Suggs. Clock at 4. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Curry. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Unloads from 13. Takes a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And now it's a 4-point Warrior lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight. Yeah, what a finish. He used his bounce to throw it down over the taller defender.
There isn't a shot Steph Curry doesn't have a feel for. Floaters, runners, whatever. The tougher, the better.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Substitution for Orlando. Wendell Carter.
Warriors leading by 4. Here's Curry. Curry pushing his way to a shot.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Here's Bane. Draymond Green pulls it in. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. The 3 doesn't go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Warriors leading by 6. Outside Curry. Count it!
Stephen Curry.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And he banks the layup in.
Yeah, and showing some force inside. Wagner making sure he gets his.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Curry looking around. Yep, that's going to go in.
Stephen Curry.
Well, with the way he's scoring right now, they're just going to keep feeding him.
Wagner puts it right back up and in.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Curry is inside. Porzingis with the ball. Curry on the wing.
Hey, yo, right here, right here.
Another chance here
Front half, go over it.
for 3. That one misses. The Magic trail by 6.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on. Clutch points from Bane. Never scared of the moment.
Suggs with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break.
Warriors foul.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
.43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Suggs. 5 on the clock. It's good.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's the teardrop. And they recover it.
Take that. The block.
Outside Curry.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to
Line
miss.
for the Warriors. Stephen Curry.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Timeout on the court.
Timeout.
And
Timeout.
timeout called
Start
by
it.
Jamal Mosley. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Bane. That's in there.
Bane with the shot.
Well, that's how you draw it up. Great execution.
Stephen Curry